Hi, I am BasuNivesh from BasuNivesh.com. How to achieve our short-term goals? Is it by investing more or else taking the risk? This is a question recently asked by one of my blog reader, and let me try to answer to this question in this video. Assume that a scenario where a father has to fund his kid education goal, which may be in another 2 to 3 years. And let us assume that the inflation rate is around 8%. So he has two choices here. The first one is choose an asset class where the returns may be more than 8% like a equity, or else choose the safest instruments where the returns may be around 5 to 6%, which is less than the inflation rate. But to compensate that loss, you have to invest more. Many people usually take the first route because that looks very attractive for them, and also their burden will reduce. So for that reason, for a short-term goal also, they will choose the equity. And their only idea is to beat the inflation as soon as possible, as much as possible. But just imagine the case in another 2 to 3 years, or else for such a short-term goals, if the market crashed, or else the market is in sideways where the returns may be less than bank FDs, then what may be the situation to fund your goal? You have only one option: to withdraw with a loss or else with a lower returns and compensate the money from your own pocket. So for that reason, for any short-term goals, don't take any undue risk just to beat the inflation. You have to understand the risk, and for that reason, using the safest instruments like a bank FDs or debt instruments may be a better option. And as the returns from such a debt products may be less than the inflation rate what you considered, to compensate that loss, obviously you have to invest more. So invest more, use the safest product for your short-term goals rather than trying to explore the equity kind of instruments for your short-term goals, and try to avoid the mindset of beating the inflation for all your goals. For short-term goals, the only way to beat the inflation is by funding more. It is not about taking the risk. I think I answered the question. Thank you for watching this video.